All right, back to center. Hands all the way up towards the sky. Lift your heels. Drop the heels. Dive down to the floor. Forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant those hands. Step or jump your feet back to a plank. Take your flow or meet you in downward facing dog. Get there how you get there. Right leg up towards the sky. Swing your right foot through between your hands. Come up, crescent warrior, high lunge. Bring your hands down through heart center. And we're going to bring our right elbow back and our left elbow forward. Twist through center. All right, coming back to center, lean forward, come up high onto the ball of the left foot, launch up, woo! Coming into your warrior three. Hands can do whatever they want to do. Flex that left foot. Straighten the right leg. Give me a little up dog in that chest. All right. Hands come down to the floor, standing split. Now, it would be good if we had a block here, if you need one, or a book, or a pillow, or something, but left hand can be on that, right hand onto the hip, and we're just going to twist and take a little gaze under that right shoulder. Keep twisting and keep lifting that left heel. All right, bend the right knee, drop your left foot, lift up, inhale the hands up towards the sky, exhale, surround your right foot, step the right foot back, you can come through a flow, you can just come right into your downward facing dog, up to you. Whatever feels good for your body today. Left leg up towards the sky. Swing your left foot through between your hands. Come up, crescent warrior, high lunge. And sometimes, like, you're having a hard time with your base in this pose. Maybe you need to, like, drop that back knee. Or just drop to, like, get your core connected underneath you. You can do that. This is your practice. All right? Hands come in prayer. Left elbow back. Right elbow forward. Twist. All right, coming back forward. Lean forward. We're gonna launch up. Woo! Into our warrior three. If you need to take a few jumps to get into it, or if you wobble, hey man, it happens. Get there how you get there. Woo. And then, if you fall out, you fall out. And then, we're going to come into our standing split. Turning both hips towards the mat. All right. And we're going to bring our left hand onto our left hip. Right hand can be onto a block. And we're going to flex our right foot and twist. A little bit more with every exhale. And press more into that left big toe. And lift those abs. All right, bend your left knee. Drop your right foot at the back of your mat. Lifting up. Crescent warrior. High lunge. Deep inhale. Exhale. Surround your left foot. Step your left foot back. Take your flow or downward facing dog. Drop your knees. Hands walk back. We're going to take a sip of water. I'll meet you back in downward facing dog. You guys stay in downward facing dog. I just needed to wet my whistle. Step or jump your feet towards the front of your mat. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale your hands all the way up towards the sky. Come up high onto your tippy toes. Heels are in towards each other. Feet wide, making that V again. All right, hands come out in front of you. Bend those knees again. All right, making that frame with those arms again. All right, you know what we're doing. 2 each side. All right, here we go. Maybe sinking down a little bit lower. Heels pressing into each other. Palms pressing in towards each other. Maybe even one more on each side. Wow, guys. Yes. Hands up towards the sky. Wonderful work. Give me a little shake of those legs. Shake them out. Maybe a little tapping. Smack the butt. Wonderful. Hands up towards the sky. And dive down to the floor. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, plant those hands in front of the feet. Take your flow. Or I'll meet you in downward facing dog. How you get there is up to you. All right. Right leg up towards the sky. Give me little heel circles with the foot. One direction, opposite direction. All right. We're going to take your right foot all the way to the top of the mat. And we're going to go right into our warrior two. Hips pressing in that direction like we did in the beginning of class. Knee is right in line with that ankle. Okay? We're not sticking our booty out. It's underneath us. Abs are up and in. Okay. Here, we are going to take our right hand like someone is pulling us towards our left foot with our right hand. We're like, but then someone's also pulling us with our left hand in the opposite direction. But we also have to roll our left arm back and open our heart up towards the sky. Oh, Lord. All right, come back up. Whew. Shake it. All right, from here, we're going to turn your right foot towards the front left corner. Let your knee track in line with your right big toe. And we're going to come down low and then flex your left foot up towards the sky. Your right heel might not come down towards the mat. If it does, start to take the weight to the pinky edge side of your foot. You might have to bring your hands down towards the floor. At the same time, we're going to try to bring our bottoms down towards the floor and keep opening that hip. Open. Yes, I'm doing this away from you guys, but also I need to be opening my hip open towards the camera. I'll do it on the other side maybe. We could be using our shoulder to open that hip some more. Keep flexing that foot open. All right. Walking the hands through center. Now, left foot, other back corner of the mat. Knee will be tracking in line with that big toe. And then the right foot, heel is up, big toe is up towards the sky. Flex it up towards the sky. And we're going to try to bring our bottom towards the floor, head up towards the sky. And we're bringing the head, knee back, weight into the outside of that foot. So I'm trying not to dump into this, which I so very badly want to do to make it easier for me, right? All right. And we're going to walk around this left foot at the back of our mat. And come up into our warrior two. So if you're warrior two, I'm going to do it towards you guys now. Sorry. You're like, Cheryl, can we please see you? You did a lot away from this. Yeah. So, warrior two on your left side. We're going to bring our left hand across our body like someone's pulling us. And then your right hand is coming up and overhead, but at the same time, your right shoulder is rolling back. And you're opening your heart up towards the sky. But this hand is being pulled, 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 pulled. All right, come up. All right, and release those arms down. And relax those legs. Let's take another sip of water. All right, so the next thing we're going to do is camel pose. So if you have really hard floors or a very thin mat, you might want to double up your mat to support your knees, or you use a pillow. So do what you need to support your knees. But we're going to tuck our toes, and it's going to be shoulders, hips, over knees. And we're going to roll our shoulders back, hands above our bottoms, fingertips facing the bottom, elbows in, press the hips forward, open the heart up towards the sky, press your hips forward, and you might just be hanging out here today. And that's cool. Think about no crunchies. Remember, no crunchies at the back of the neck. We want to think about long necks. No crunchies. Where can we create space in these poses? And maybe if you're feeling good and you want to reach back for those heels, you can. And maybe if you're still feeling good and you want to untuck those toes and you keep on pressing those hips forward and we don't have any crunchies, wonderful. Remember, breathing deep and slowly walk your hands out of this pose. And then slowly bringing your chin into your chest. And we're going to sit back and just take a moment here to connect with our breath. And I'm going to take a moment to tell you guys a little story in a bit. But first, we're going to come into toe torch, everyone's favorite. So we're going to tuck our toes, even the pinky toes. So reach back, tuck those pinky toes. Bring those heels in towards each other. We're going to put our weight back into those heels and just sit back on that. So here's a story about when I gained it. So, back when I was a single lady, I was having a horrible time dating, and I did not want to blind date anymore because men were garbage, and I just figured it was just going to be me and my cat Napoleon forever. And I took myself off of the apps and for a bit, and then I just happened to sign back into apps, and my current husband, he invited me on a date, And I wasn't gonna go. I was gonna just smoke weed and like watch Netflix. And my friend Anthony was like, "Well, you could do that anyway. Like, just go." So I just went, and we ended up being kicked out of the bar at last call. Like we were the last people there, and like it felt like no time at all. And sometimes if you just like give yourself the chance, like we went to Six Flags this weekend, and my son was like making these roller coasters out to be these huge dragons. And like when you finally just leaned into it, wow, right? Sometimes you just have to lean into those things. And wow. All right, guys. What did you lean into that maybe you were scared? And thank God you leaned into it, right? All right, untap your toes. I tortured you guys enough. Tap, 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 tap. All right. Fear untucked. You're going to bring your hands back, fingertips facing your bottoms, knees wide, and we're just going to place a little weight on the tops of those feet and lift the knees a little bit off the floor just to stretch the tops of those feet. Oh yeah, thank God. Oh yeah. All right. Does that feel good? If you want, you could go for another one. All right, one more stretch, one stretch. One more. All right. Ah, yes. Oh, wonderful. All right, how are your feet feeling? Are they feeling pretty good? All right, we're not done yet. All right, so we're going to bring on our legs. So as you can see, my one leg is parallel with the edge of my mat. I'm going to stack the other one parallel right on top of it. And I'm going to flex my feet. So if they don't go right over each other, that's okay. You can place a block there, or you could just like let air be there. It's okay. Just feel it. Feel it in your hip. Do you feel that? It's okay. All right, we're just going to acknowledge, breathe, and maybe we're going to lean into it. And if you're here and you can, think about not putting your belly on your legs. Can you think about going up and over with your arms? Like maybe rounding over. I know I never say round over, but round over a little bit. But you're coming over a hurdle. And bring your booty back some more. Really bring the bottom back. All right, walk those hands back. All right. And then while we're here, maybe we take our thumbs and we're just going to like trace the bottom of our foot, give ourselves like a little massage. Not too long. All right, that's enough. All right, other side. So, right leg. We're going to stack it with the edge of the mat. Stack the left leg on top. And maybe there's air just holding it there. That's okay. We are all right with it. We're flexing both feet. We're keeping our bottoms on the floor. And we're going to lean over. Feel the stretch in that left hip. All right. Slowly make your way back up again. Bring, oh, almost forgot. Like we were painting the other foot, let's do this one just a little bit. We can't give to one foot and not the other. That would not be the yoga way. Right? Right. All right. Extend those legs out. Bring your hands back behind you. And you're just going to windshield wiper your legs. Side to side. All right. From here, left foot on the inside of your right leg. Turn your torso towards your right leg. Sit up nice and tall. Remember at the beginning of class when we were trying to keep that whole back of the leg on the mat? Think about that again. Think about not putting our abs on our thigh as we forward fold over that left leg. Slowly making your way back up again. All right, let's go on to the other side. Turn your torso towards your left leg. Remember, that whole leg on the floor. Sit up nice and tall. Abs up and in. Remember, up and over. Deep inhale. Bringing your bottom towards the back of your mat. And then at the same time, squaring your shoulders off. So what does that mean? So that means like both your left shoulder and your right shoulder are both facing your left leg. Like you're trying to like pretend this was your whole body, your left leg, and only your left leg. If that makes any sense. And we're squaring our torso over that left leg. And seeing how far we can reach over that and past that left knee. But also pulling the shoulder back at the same time. All right, come to sit back up. Sorry, that was really long with the explanation. All right, extend those legs forward. All right, move the booty meat from behind you. Bring your heels to touch if you can, or hip distance together. Sit up nice and tall. Remember, up and over. So, all right. And slowly coming back up again. All right, we're gonna come back onto our backs, back into the bridge pose that we started with. Don't worry, it's not gonna go into abs. I'm not gonna trick you guys into abs. You already did your abs at the beginning class today. No more abs. All right, so we're just going to go into a bridge just because it feels good. So slowly rolling up into that bridge pose. You can even put a block underneath if that feels great for you. If you want to like prop yourself up with your arms, you can do that as well. You can clasp your hands underneath you. You can go for a full wheel if that's what something you want today and it's in your practice. Go for it. All right, slowly lowering down. All right, we have 2 more rounds. So I'm going to give you a free round to do whatever you want, and then the third round is going to be my round, okay? All right. So the next round is up to you. So whatever you want, you can do the one with the block. I'm gonna like grab a block so I can demo that for our friends. I'm going to demo a wheel for anyone who wants to advance on for that. And then I'm gonna show, but I'm gonna show. All right, yeah, let's do it. Go for it. Whee! All right, so friends, you have a block, and you want more of a restorative bridge. So you can take your block, place it underneath your booty, and you can just chill here. Very cool. You can even bring it a little higher, or even work on getting a little higher to prepare for maybe a wheel back bend, if that's something you want to go for. Because that even gets you further into your back bend. So, whatever you want to like do, if that's something you want to do. If you wanting to work on your wheel, actually, we'll save that for another class. Because that gave you guys enough time to freestyle on your freestyling. All right. So, my turn. We are going to take Supta Baddha legs. So what does that mean, Cheryl? That means bottoms of the feet together, knees wide. Then we're going to take our hands along our sides, right next to our booties, underneath our thighs, and we're going to press into our hands, and our shoulders are going to be pressing down like we usually would in a bridge. Tuck your tailbone, lift your pelvic region, press into the pinky edge of your feet, and lift up like you would usually for a bridge. You're not going to be able to lift very high off the floor, and this is a wonderful hip stretch. Breathe. And release. All right. Take your hands now, and we're going to close the knees. Let the knees stay closed. Heel, toe, those feet wide. We're going to bring your arms so they're teed open towards the side. And then just let both knees up towards the sky. And then let both legs turn to the left. And then look over your right shoulder. Maybe, if you want, take your right hand and reach back for your right foot. Reach it towards your right booty cheek if you want. If it feels right for you today. Alright, release your right foot. Arm back out to a T. If you grab that foot, hand back through center, knees back through center. Let the knees fall to the right. Head can be just there. Or if you want, head turns to the left. And maybe your left hand reaches back. Left hand grabs the left foot, pulls it in towards your bottom. Alright, release that foot, release the hands. Leg comes down, arms come back down. Coming into your final resting pose. If there's any pose that we didn't get to today that your body is just calling for, feel free to take that pose. Otherwise, go ahead and take Shavasana. I will call you guys out of it with our Tibetan singing bowl. When you hear it ringing, know that I'm calling you guys back out of meditation. Slowly start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers. Wiggle your toes. Reach your arms overhead. Give yourself a nice long body stretch. Slowly make your way up to a comfortable seated position. Sukhasana. Bring your hands to heart center. Take this moment. Honor your body for your practice. Thank yourself for joining me, for joining us on this Yoga Thursday. I so appreciate you for joining me, for joining all of us that join on Thursday Live or on recording. And also thinking about leaning in. What amazing things can happen. What 16 years can come from it. The light within me honors and bows to the light within you all. Shanti.